Hare Krishna, and greetings to everyone from Toronto. I thought I'd answer just a few comments at hand. Uh, and one is from Tarquin Wong. The reason I'm doing this is because I unfortunately don't have time to answer the comments, and among other things that I don't have time for, which I must really apologize. And like with so many other things, I'm hoping that after finish Navavajra Mahima, next year will be a much more balanced year. Well, especially the latter half of next year. The first year, I think I'll still be quite up to my neck in editing and working with our kind editors. Uh, Tarkan Wang says, yes, chanting is the lifeline of any sincere practitioner. I think reading Shastra is also a very good way of keeping connection with Krishna consciousness. By all means, you're completely right. Uh, this was in response to the Skype conference with Russian disciples. Yes, we need to Sadhu Sangha, Nama Kirtan, Bhagavata Shravana, Mathura Vasa, Shri Murti, Sharadhaya Sevana. We need to do more than just chant Hare Krishna, although Srila Prabhupada says that chanting Hare Krishna is enough in itself, but generally we find that we're not so advanced that all we can do is chant Hare Krishna. And to keep ourselves convinced in Krishna consciousness, to keep ourselves enthusiastic, we need to also read Bhagavad Gita. After all, why are those scriptures there? Why did Srila Prabhupada take so much time and bother to present these books for us, go through so much difficulty? Why did Srila Vyasadeva write the Vedic literatures? Why did our acharyas, Rup Sanatan, and put so much time and energy into it, if not for us to be reading them firsthand as a fledgling author? I also get really, really a lot of encouragement when I get letters of appreciation uh, for the books that I write, like Shuddha Bhakti Chintamani, that people are happy that they're getting some benefit from the books themselves, and not only are they getting benefit, but they're inspired to follow that which they read. But for me, what's of value is that what I'm writing and putting time and energy into is being taken advantage of. And I'm not on the absolute platform. I'm not a transcendentalist like Srila Vyasadeva or Srila Prabhupada or Rupa Goswami. So my works aren't as important. And that's what I tell devotees, that very often what I'm writing is, you can read it or you cannot read it. But with Srila Prabhupada's books, there's no such option. Everyone has to read Prabhupada's books. And just I see here following down is my good friend Adikarta Prabhu. He's talking about book distribution. He says he'd really look forward to us going out together on Sankirtan, of course, somewhere where he could speak the same language as the people. In other words, not in Hungary. Yes, if and when, and I do plan to go out on a marathon again. I don't know if I'll go out in Hungary. I know what it takes to speak quickly and effectively on Sankirtan, and I don't know how well I'd be able to do that in Hungarian. But I'd be looking forward to going out on marathon with Adi. We went out on a few marathons, maybe 2 or 3. I remember going to Ireland and England, and it was great fun being together. Book distribution, Ki Jai. Let's see what other comments are here. No, that's on the Hungarian one. I'm looking for the English version. Just excuse me for this. Adi Gopi, she's offering respects to everyone for a Happy New Year. Well, our New Year is really Lord Chaitanya's New Year, although uh, we're changing our calendar on this New Year, which is you could say the Christian New Year, but actually for us, our Gaur uh, Gaur Abda calendar is the real calendar. For us, the year changes at the birth of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And that's the way different religions do it. Perhaps when Krishna consciousness does become the world religion, and when that comes to pass, then things can shift over to Gaur Purnima time as actually being the new year. And Hindus, they celebrate on Diwali as being the new year. And that's also Vaishnav celebration, as it's the time of Lord Ramachandra's return to Ayodhya. So that's also a good time. Let's see, what do we got here? Mahesh Al Sampat. And he says, during Mahabharata there were 3 solar eclipses. 2 are mentioned in most articles. One happened during the 14th day of the war, at which Jayadratha had to be killed. Um, wow, this is a long one. The other solar eclipse was 36 years later at Dwarka. However, the 3rd solar eclipse is mentioned in many articles when Balaram Krishna and Subhadra dipped at Brahmasovrak at Kurukshetra. This is just a question. I can't really I can't really comment on it myself. He's asking a question about the 3rd eclipse in Mahabharata. Um, Let me give everyone a brief darshan of Srimati Radharani Ki Jai and Lord Damodar. They're the ones who are keeping me engaged over here and keeping me company. Hare Krishna. And with that, I hope that the visuals make up for the audio or the lack of audio or the lack of discussion today. And I hope it's loud enough. Usually it's quite quiet on these video clips, and I'll come back tomorrow either with one or the other, depending on how loud we come up, and continue talking about questions that the devotees have been kind enough to send in. And Hare Krishna.